In this video we're going to prove that angle 1 and angle 4 are supplementary. And essentially those are same side interior angles. So we're proving the theorem that same side interior angles are supplementary. In class what we identified first was that using the theorem that alternate interior angles were congruent. Okay? So in this proof we're allowed to use the theorem that alternate interior angles are congruent. And that's going to be pretty important as we go through the first couple steps of this proof. I'm just going to write K is parallel to N. So given. Step 2, if I know K is parallel to N, this is where we're going to use that theorem that alternate interior angles are congruent. Okay? And we can use that here in this proof because we've already seen that theorem in class. So I'll say angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. If two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, then alternate interior angles are congruent. And that's really all we can get from that vocabulary word of parallel. Looking at my picture, we want to look at the information that's hidden in our picture, and they provide us with this angle 4 here. If they didn't want us to use that, they wouldn't have put it in there for us. So if I look at angle 4 and I kind of associate it with angle 2, you should recognize that together those two angles form that straight angle or that straight line. So we refer to those two angles as maybe a linear pair. And we can say now that measure of angle 4 plus the measure of angle 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Again, that's the second part of your angle addition postulate. Okay. Now that I know that, this is the kind of the one time where we won't write two statements that look very similar to this. We'll only have one. My goal is to show that 1 and 4 actually add up to 180 degrees. Okay. Well, right now I've got 4 and 2. So is there a way I can replace 2 with 1? Okay. And there is, because if I look at this statement here, I know 1 and 2 are equal. Okay. I know that their angles are congruent, so I want to make sure that I know measure of angle 1 is equal to measure of angle 2. So step 2 and step 4 kind of go together. That's the definition of congruency. That's what allows me to go from congruency to equality. Now that I know that, now I can actually rewrite step 3, but instead of writing as angle 2, I'm going to replace it with angle 1. So I write measure of angle 4 plus the measure of angle 1 is equal to 180 degrees. That's substitution. Okay. Now, if I've got two new angles that add up to 180 degrees, those two new angles have to be supplementary. So I write angle 4 and angle 1 are supplementary, and my reason would be definition of supplementary angles.